It's about damn time! Here we go, baby! Grimmjow Jaka, the best Espada. Challenge me on that. Challenge me. I dare you. I dare you. Best Espada, bar none. It actually used to be Ulquiorra for me, but then he used his Resurrection, and I think the bat looks weird. So Grimmjow is the one for me. Okay, he's got an extra gauge, just like Hitsugaya. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna be reading that. That is a sick-looking stage, though. Hold up! They're so far up in the air. Is there even grounded combat in this stage, or is it always air walking? Maybe some stages are like that. Maybe some stages are just like pure air. He's gotta be a different character here, right? Different moveset, completely unique. Let's go. Let's use. Why is that lagging? Oh god, the frame rate got hit too. It wasn't just Ichigo. The goddamn frame rate as well. He looks so sick. So sick. Let's go. And y'all know I love my unique movesets. You know that I love when characters go into Awakening and they change moveset completely. And he also has a unique bar. Let's read what it does, bro. Impulse Gauge. Turn into Annihilation state for a certain period of time by charging Impulse Gauge to the maximum. Impulse Gauge will accumulate by receiving attacks or activating signature move. During Annihilation state, attack power will increase. Some actions will change. Okay, you get some different actions, but in general, he's just going to deal more damage. And he fills up that bar by taking damage or using a signature move, which I hope they show here. Yes, sir. Preparación. Technique that takes a stance by holding down the input and charges the Impulse Gauge during the stance. By charging the Impulse Gauge to the maximum, Grimmjow will be in Annihilation state for a certain period of time. It's pretty much a taunt, and if the opponent just lets you be there, just lets you charge it, then you're just gonna get that bar for free. This really reminds me of Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 from Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's just like charging up by doing the stance. Get over here. Yeah, straight up a taunt move that is gonna fill up that bar and hopefully buff him. And because we have a unique bar, that means they're gonna skip one of the Spiritual Pressure moves, but we do have Spiritual Pressure move 2. Kill them, spare no one, turn into Decimation state for a certain period of time by activating. Decimation state? That's a different state. Okay. During the Decimation state, each action will be greatly enhanced, but Grimmjow's Reishi will get damaged by his own attack. It's a suicide move, bro. Okay, so he fills up a bar and gets Annihilation state, but if he uses Spiritual Pressure move 2, he activates Decimation state. He's gonna be a character that's just gonna be jumping between different states depending on what he does and depending on what he wants out of the match. This is that type of character that it's hard to visualize right now. Feels like a lot of systems. Feels like this is not going to be a beginner-friendly character, but I'm excited to see the potential he has. Awakening, Grimmjow's performance is enhanced by releasing Pantera with Resurrection. The amount of Reishi and the damage will increase, as well as explosive power will be enhanced during the Annihilation state and Decimation state. And as you can see, this is basically a brand new moveset that he gets here. And while it is enhancing Annihilation and Decimation states, it is definitely nerfing the frame rate. Holy hell. Please fix this before release. Please let this not be the final game. Is it the stage? There's a lot going on in this stage. And again, it's mostly just still images, like nothing is running in the background. Bro, I wonder if it's the Awakening. It might be the Awakening. You cannot release the game like this. This is Grimmjow. This character will be played a lot. Whether the character is good or bad, it doesn't matter. The character is popular. Players are going to want to play Grimmjow. We cannot see this game lagging as often as he is on screen. Sorry, like, this got to change. He looks sick, but you got to optimize the game for that. Here's the character summary, characterized by explosive combat, making use of his accumulated impulses. So Decimation state, as far as I could tell, only activates with that Spiritual Pressure move 2. We don't know what the first Spiritual Pressure move is, though. So there's a chance that it could also activate there. But I think the character's sick. I think, yeah, having 2 different movesets plus a unique gauge, you're not going to hear me complain about that. Now, we're here every week reacting to a new character trailer, so I think it's a good idea to check where you guys are at. And so I love to pull some topics from last week's video. If you want to be in next week's, make sure to leave a comment right here. So from the Nail trailer, people need to realize that there wasn't a character trailer last week because the Death Note game and similarly the Shonen Jump event influenced the game to have a special trailer and 2 characters revealed in 1 week. So it's not randomly that the characters revealed format changes some Mondays. We might see some things like that. I would be inclined to agree if this wasn't Bandai Namco, the same company that very often not only releases DLC on the same day and on the same week, but sometimes trailers as well. In fact, I believe that Bleach, like this game, got announced roughly at the same time as like some character trailer for Sparking Zero. There was a day that I remember they released 3 trailers pretty much at the same time, like 2 of them in the same exact minute, and then another one 2 hours later. So what you're saying makes a lot of sense. You don't want to overlap one game, you don't want to cannibalize one game with the attention of another, 100%. But this is Bandai Namco, and they've done it time and time again, so I don't think this is the reason. I think for every trailer, you should do a roster check. Go back to your roster and highlight the characters that got a trailer, so we can have a look at it and see where we are in real time. Maybe modify it with the characters that are not in your roster prediction, if that might be the case. That is a great idea. I actually thought about doing it this week, but since you left a comment before I thought of doing it, you get full credit for this. From now on, we're going to show my roster prediction as we go on. So, right here, you have my roster prediction, and now we're going to highlight in green the characters that I successfully predicted, and in yellow the characters that have not been revealed yet. We're also going to add Kira, which is the one character that I did not predict for this 35 character roster, and this is what my prediction looks like right now. But again, we don't know how many characters this game will have at the end of the day. All we know is that it's coming out early 2025, and the 35 character roster count does land within that, but it could be less characters and it could be slightly more, but not much more. That is assuming they keep this weekly trend going, of course. Anybody else noticing the shadow on the ground? They really taking care of the details in this game. What? What shadow? Okay, so I see what he means. So they are skywalking, but you can see the shadow all the way in the ground. Yeah, that's neat. I don't think it's anything worth going crazy for, though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's just something that happens with the engine itself. This game looks nice, okay? I don't want to take this away from you. I love the look of this game, but I'm also not losing it over this detail. Notice all Ulquiorra is frozen as Nell starts up the move. The long startup has a lot less meaning, since more than half of it is actually just a cutscene that gives the enemy player enough time to react to it, rather than you actually having to charge it in real time. So this is from the Nell moveset, and I believe it's talking about Spiritual Pressure Move 2, Zero Syncretico. From the description of this move, Pesce do Nonchaka will fire an oversized Zero, and it has long range, but it takes some time to fire. That's what the description says. But then when you look at the video, Smoke has got a point here. The time completely freezes when you activate the Spiritual Pressure move. Now, this isn't new. I think pretty much every Spiritual Pressure move has a little freeze. But then, once they show up, it freezes again. If you just keep your eyes on Ulquiorra, you'll see that he freezes twice. Once on the first activation and once again before the Zero is fired. And that second freeze is not very common in this game. At least I haven't seen it so far. So I think Smoke's analysis here is 100% correct. It takes time to fire, but if it's all just kind of cinematic, it doesn't really. Like, if time is frozen, then you actually don't have to charge this in real time. You don't have to find a big opportunity to do it. It basically just gives your enemy more time to react and think about what he's gonna do. But if he's in the middle of an animation, this just gives him time to ponder his mistakes, because he's gonna get hit anyway. But that's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the Grimmjow reveal, because it's been a long time coming. That said, if you missed last week's reveal, we got Nell, and you can watch the reveal and the breakdown right here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.